Hello, and today we're doing a quick little review here on the Sony NWE394 Walkman. So if you're probably from I would say the early 2000s, you've probably heard of MP3 players in general. Um, it was a very popular thing to listen to music with. It was not a it hasn't gotten as common as it was back in the day, and are MP3 is still a thing? Well, I'm just going to review it and I'm going to say why I actually own an MP3 in the first place. Let's start off with just the size of this thing. So here's my hand compared to it. It's very small, but it's actually good because this can fit in pockets. This can even fit in your hand as you're running. Um, what have you is really nice. I have probably abused it a little bit. It's definitely scratched up on the screen, but that's why I own it, to abuse it a little bit. Of course, this is a Sony owned MP3 player, and yeah, this has been around. I can't remember the exact year this has been around, but it's been around for a little while now. I'm gonna start off with the bottom here. So you, of course, your 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. I'll get a little closer so you can see exactly what I'm looking at. And then you also have this is called a micro HDMI cable. This was really common before USB Type-C charging was available. Um, and this whole front plate right here, and also the top and bottom right here, and a little bit of the side right here and here. You can see actually where the plastic and the metal meet. The whole front plate is metal, which makes it feel more premium again, but also makes it have a little more weight. The buttons, of course, are plastic, all of them. You got your little Walkman logo down there. You got your this is called trackpad, I think, or something, something like that. But it's good and bad that these buttons aren't really feelable. Now, when it's in my pocket, I can't quite tell exactly what button I'm pressing, but at least there's a little plastic I'm gonna just say dot um or bump to pause or play. So that's cool. There's also your famous hold button over here. This has been common since, I don't know, is it I think it's the original Walkman. So that if it's in your pocket and you accidentally press a button, it won't do anything. Of course, you get your volume rocker over here. And then only the plus side of the volume rocker has a bump, which is fine because then I know this is the plus, this is the minus. And then your little Sony logo up there, right here. And yeah, this is a very small screen, and I'll be honest, it doesn't look that great compared to modern screens, but why am I gonna need a huge screen to put on my pocket like these huge phones today? Why? Just on the top, there's nothing, of course. It's just simple. On this side, there's also, again, nothing. The back is very simple. There's a little sticker with a couple things. There's a little reset dot. There's a little lanyard. I can't remember if this came with a lanyard or not, but I don't think it did. But there's a lanyard mount if you wanted to. And then there's your Walkman logo with the Walkman lettering right there. So yeah, and this is all plastic back, but does it really matter? Not really. So I'm gonna just say what's included with it. I pulled up my computer. So the price of this thing, and this is the standard price, is about it's $75. It's 74 on Amazon, but on Sony it's 75. And I gotta be honest, that's very expensive for something so small. But they have actually gone up in price a little bit since I last purchased mine. It comes with earbuds, which have broken on me. They were very cheap, but at least it comes with them. I got the 8 GB version. Now they have a 4 GB, which is probably cheaper, and then they also have the 8, and then they have 16, but it's not available. So you can get between 8 or 4. Now they're very small gigabytes compared to modern technology, but this actually can hold a lot of songs. Now, this doesn't have Bluetooth at all, so when you want to use it, you're gonna have to use a wired thing. So it says up to 35 hours of music playback, easy connect transfer. So that's cool. Take your music with you. So that's really cool. Not really anything super crazy about it. I have to say, out of all the designs, I actually gotta say it's not bad. I gotta say, well, not bad. And it says it came out in 2016, which actually is a little bit late for the MP3 player era, but yeah. And I'm gonna now talk about why I actually own an MP3 player in the first place. So way back, I used to play music on my phone, and I was number one was getting annoyed with having ads all the time, because most of your music apps have ads unless you get like a premium, what have you. And I don't know, it just feels better to have a separate thing. And something about this seems more convenient than a phone. I don't know what, but it's so easy to use too. The interface, you just go right to your music, so forth. I don't know why, but it's so enjoyable. And it's very light. Like, no phone will ever be as light as this. It's super light. You almost forget it's in your pocket. Of course, having a wire, you don't forget you have earbuds or headphones or what have you. But also, it's kind of nice just to have it. So there's a couple different things you can do. You can download, if you have CDs, you can actually download an app on a computer, which I have, and download your CDs to that app on the computer, and then also transfer it to your Walkman right here. So that's really cool. But also you can of course buy MP3 music playlists on Amazon, what have you. All these companies have that. It's an internal 8 gigabytes, so you can't expand it, you can't do anything with that. You can't even get there's no micro SD card or any SD card at all. But once again, keeps it simple. And why I have this is because, no, number one, the phone aggravates me, but also because it's lighter, and I feel like it's just much easier to use, and I like having physical buttons to press when I want to do anything, where most phones just have an on and off and a volume rocker, and that's it. And some modern phones don't even have a headphone jack to put wired headphones because of all your stuff, all your Bluetooth stuff. I also enjoy listening to my CDs, and I like to listen to them on the go. And sometimes the phone doesn't have quite the right CD track that I want to listen to, or sometimes they don't have all the songs in the album, which is weird. It's like some aren't licensed on the app, so I just like having that too. And yeah, that's about it. Nothing super crazy about it. I would suggest this to people who get aggravated by phones like me, or people who just want to go simple and they don't want to always, worry about having their phone on them. And it's just a nice thing to have. And yeah, there's not much more to talk about with it. It's a very simple little unit. It's really somehow really nice. But yeah. Well, I guess that's about it for my video. I hope you enjoyed, and have a nice day. Catch you next time.